Welcome to Gaze into Cinema. The 1976 Tangshan tremor stays carved in history as one of the most devastating seismic occasions of the 20th hundred years. Striking the modern city of Tangshan in northeastern China on July 28, 1976, this tremor made a permanent imprint on the scene and its kin. Tangshan, a clamoring modern center point, assumed an urgent part in China's monetary improvement during the 20th 100 years. Notwithstanding, in the midst of its thriving, the city was arranged in a seismically dynamic region close to the Tangshan shortcoming. The last part of the 1970s were set apart by the fading long stretches of the social unrest, a time of political and social disturbance in China. Against this scenery, the Tangshan quake would test the flexibility of a country previously wrestling with inside difficulties. On the morning of July 28, 1976, the ground underneath Tangshan shook brutally as a greatness 7.5 seismic tremor hit with uncommon power. The Tangshan issue cracked, delivering repressed structural pressure and bringing about a staggering seismic occasion. The land complexities of the Tangshan tremor featured the weakness of thickly populated metropolitan regions to seismic activity. As the city disintegrated, the seismic shockwaves resounded across the region, leaving a way of demolition and setting off a philanthropic emergency. The prompt fallout of the Tangshan tremor was one of impossible decimation. Whole areas lay in ruins, with structures decreased to rubble and foundation disabled. The authority loss of life outperformed 240,000, making it quite possibly of the deadliest quake in written history. In the tumultuous outcome, salvage endeavors were hampered by correspondence breakdowns and calculated difficulties. However, in the midst of the despondency, accounts of courage arose as customary residents, and people on call worked resolutely to help the harmed and look for survivors. The persevering through tradition of the 1976 Tangshan tremor is one of versatility, recreation, and recognition. Soon after the calamity, Tangshan went through a momentous change, reconstructing starting from the earliest stage. The quake additionally started progressions in seismic tremor observing, exploration, and designing in China. Illustrations gained from Tangshan influenced seismic construction regulations, framework plan, and crisis reaction systems, adding to the country's developing way to deal with tremor readiness. Tangshan's versatility and reproduction endeavors reached out past actual framework. The profound and mental scars passed on by the quake incited an aggregate obligation to mending and modifying local area bonds. The worldwide effect of the Tangshan tremor reached out past the boundaries of China. The catastrophe provoked global cooperation in quake examination and readiness. Established researchers acquired significant experiences from concentrating on the seismic movement and reaction instruments, adding to a more profound comprehension of quake elements and their cultural ramifications. The 1976 Tangshan tremor remains as a characterizing part in the records of cataclysmic events, leaving a getting-through influence on Tangshan, China, and the world as we ponder the authentic setting, topographical complexities, prompt result, persevering through legacy, and worldwide ramifications of this seismic occasion. We witness the combination of misfortune, strength, and human assurance. The narrative of Tangshan fills in as an impactful sign of the delicacy of human life, notwithstanding normal powers, and the momentous limit of networks to ascend from the rubble, remake, and embrace a versatile future. Thanks you for watching.